If your diesel engine could talk, it would probably scream one thing: stop doing what you're doing, or I won't make it another 50,000 miles. Here's the cold, hard truth. Most diesel engines die long before they're supposed to. Not because of bad luck or bad engineering, but because of bad habits. But what if I told you that with the right daily and long-term habits, your diesel vehicle could sail past 500,000 miles without ever needing major repairs? Sound impossible? It's not. In fact, mechanics who've worked on fleet trucks, long-haul diesels, and military rigs have known these secrets for decades. And today, you're going to learn them all. Stay to the end, because habit number 10 is the one most drivers ignore. And it's the fastest way to ruin even the most durable diesel. Habit 1. Use the right diesel oil and stick to strict intervals. Your engine oil is not just a lubricant. In diesel engines, it's also a coolant, a detergent, and a shield against combustion byproducts. But not all oils are created equal. Many diesel drivers think they can use any synthetic or blend as long as it's thick enough. That's a myth, and it's killing engines every day. For high mileage durability, use diesel-rated oil with the correct API rating, such as CJ4, CK4, or FA4, depending on your engine and year. These oils are formulated to handle the soot loading, acid buildup, and higher compression temperatures typical in diesel motors. Second, respect your oil change interval religiously. For most diesel engines, that's every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, even if your manual says 10,000 plus. If you idle frequently, tow, or drive in hot climates, reduce your interval even more. Why? Because diesel oil thickens with soot and loses its protective properties faster than gas engine oil. Ignore this, and you'll slowly wear down your crank bearings, turbocharger, and even clog your piston oil rings. Stick to it, and you'll add decades to your diesel's life. Habit 2. Always warm up, but not by idling. Many diesel owners believe idling their truck for 10 minutes is the best way to warm it up. But modern experts, and even manufacturers, say that's dead wrong. Excessive idling not only wastes fuel, but also allows carbon deposits to build up in the intake, EGR, and injectors. Instead, start the engine. Wait 30 to 60 seconds for oil to circulate. Then begin driving gently. Let the coolant and oil reach optimal temperature through load, not prolonged idling. This minimizes soot production, reduces blow-by gases, and keeps internal temperatures within range. Why does this matter for longevity? Because cold oil doesn't lubricate well, and idling with cold injectors increases fuel dilution, leading to premature injector failure. Make it a rule. Cold starts require smart driving, not long idles. Habit 3. Never let your fuel run low. You may think letting your diesel drop below a quarter tank is harmless. It's not. Running on low fuel consistently overheats your fuel pump, especially in diesels where the pump is cooled and lubricated by the fuel itself. But that's not all. Diesel tanks, especially older ones, develop sludge and sediment at the bottom. Running on empty stirs that debris up, sending it straight into the fuel lines, filters, and injectors. That leads to clogged injectors, hard starts, and expensive repairs, just for the sake of avoiding the gas station. What's the solution? Keep your diesel tank at least 1/4 full, ideally 1/2 or more. Your fuel pump will run cooler, your system will stay cleaner, and your injectors will thank you long after 500,000 miles. Habit 4. Replace fuel filters regularly, not when they fail. This is where most diesel owners fall short. Fuel filters are not like air filters. They don't just collect dirt. In a diesel system, they protect your injectors from water, rust, algae, and microscopic contaminants that can cause catastrophic damage. A single bad tank of diesel from a shady station can destroy $3,000 worth of injectors in hours if your filter is already clogged. That's why experts recommend changing diesel fuel filters at least every 15,000 to 20,000 miles, or sooner in dusty, humid, or cold climates. Always use filters with water separators, and drain them monthly if your truck doesn't do it automatically. The cost of a filter? Around $30. The cost of injectors, high-pressure pumps, or full fuel system flushes? Thousands. Smart drivers don't wait for symptoms. They stay ahead of the breakdown. Habit 5. Monitor and clean your EGR and DPF systems. The exhaust gas recirculation, EGR system, and diesel particulate filter, DPF, are emissions components that often get neglected, and they're silent killers if ignored. Over time, EGR valves get coated with carbon, and DPFs clog with soot. When this happens, your engine loses power, runs hotter, and experiences turbo lag. Eventually, you'll get limp mode, or total failure, and the repairs aren't cheap. Every 20,000 to 30,000 miles, inspect and clean your EGR valve and intake manifold. Use professional DPF cleaning sprays or services to burn off trapped soot, especially if your driving is mostly short trips or city traffic, which prevents proper regeneration. Better yet, drive your diesel on the highway at least once a week for 20 to 30 minutes. That alone helps your DPF regenerate and burn off soot naturally. Don't ignore your emission systems. Treat them like part of your engine's immune system. Habit 6. Use diesel additives, but use the right ones. Most additives are junk. Right? Well, not entirely. Diesel experts and longtime mechanics agree. High-quality fuel additives can dramatically extend engine and injector life if used correctly. Use a fuel additive with a cetane booster, detergent, and water dispersant. Why? Cetane improves combustion, detergents clean the injectors, and water dispersants protect against condensation in the tank, especially in colder climates. Brands like Stanadyne, Hotshot Secret, and Lucas are mechanic tested and fleet approved. Just 1 ounce per tank can prevent long-term injector damage, improve fuel economy, and reduce wear on high-mileage diesels. The key is consistency, not dumping in a bottle every now and then. Diesel engines respond well to proactive fuel system care, and it pays off big time. Habit 7. Change coolant before it turns toxic. You wouldn't drink spoiled milk, so why let your engine circulate expired coolant? Most diesel owners forget that coolant has a lifespan, and when it breaks down, it becomes acidic, corrosive, and deadly to your radiator, water pump, and even the engine block itself. Diesel engines generate extreme heat, especially under load. Their cooling systems must handle higher temperatures and greater pressures than gas engines. That means regular coolant replacement is not optional. Use the right type of coolant, typically extended life antifreeze with nitrite or OAT additives designed for diesels. Flush the system every 2 to 4 years or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first. And here's a bonus trick. Install a coolant filter if you don't already have one. Many long-haul trucks use them, but diesel pickups can benefit too. These filters trap rust, scale, and debris, preserving your water pump and heater core. Your cooling system is your engine's shield. Don't let it turn into a liability. Habit 8. Don't neglect your glow plugs and grid heaters. Ever struggle to start your diesel on a cold morning? That's usually because your glow plugs, or grid heater, aren't doing their job. These components heat the combustion chamber to allow proper ignition of diesel fuel in low temperatures. Over time, they wear out, especially if you skip pre-glow cycles or crank the engine prematurely. Here's what to do. Always wait for the wait to start light to disappear before turning the key. Replace glow plugs every 100,000 miles, or sooner if starts become difficult. For trucks with grid heaters, keep terminals clean and voltage strong. A failing glow plug won't trigger a check engine light until it's too late. You'll just notice longer cranks, white smoke, or dead cold starts. Don't let one bad morning turn into a cracked piston or ruined starter. Cold starts are the Achilles heel of diesel longevity. Manage them wisely. Habit 9. Regularly inspect belts, hoses, and motor mounts. Diesels shake a lot. That's why components like serpentine belts, radiator hoses, vacuum lines, and motor mounts wear out faster on a diesel than on a gas engine. If your belt frays or slips, your alternator fails, leaving your electrical systems dead. If your mount cracks, your turbocharger and transmission alignment suffer. If your hose leaks, you lose coolant pressure and overheat. You get the idea. So here's the maintenance hack mechanics use. Every 10,000 miles, perform a full visual inspection. Squeeze the hoses. Look for bulges or cracks. Watch for rubber dust on pulleys. And check for engine movement when accelerating in gear. It's a classic sign of a torn mount. Spend 10 minutes now, or spend thousands, when a neglected part breaks something much more expensive. Habit 10. Perform oil analysis every 50,000 miles. Want to know what separates million-mile diesel owners from the rest? Oil analysis. This one test can tell you everything your engine is hiding, from fuel dilution to coolant leaks, metal wear, and injector issues. It's like getting a blood test for your truck. Services like Blackstone Labs can analyze a sample for under $40, and they'll even track trends over time, telling you whether your engine is wearing normally or heading for failure. Fleet owners do this religiously. Smart owners of Duramax, Powerstroke, and Cummins engines do it too. Because guessing when things will break is expensive, but knowing, that's how you prevent breakdowns before they cost you thousands. If you want your diesel to last 500,000 plus miles, don't just maintain it, monitor it. Every habit we just covered ties into one golden rule: be proactive, not reactive. Most diesel failures don't happen overnight. They build up over months and miles through soot, sludge, neglect, or overheating. The drivers who ignore warning signs are the ones who get hit with $6,000 repair bills and wonder what went wrong. But the drivers who adopt these 10 habits, they drive their trucks for decades. They pull trailers across the country without worry. They don't fear winter mornings or long hauls, because their engine, transmission, fuel system, and cooling system are all working together, like a well-trained team. So here's your challenge. Adopt these habits starting today. Even just 2 or 3 of them can add years to your diesel's life. Do all 10. You might just hit 1,000,000 miles. And before you go, let's hear from you in the comments. Which habit are you already doing? Which one surprised you most? And if your diesel has passed 300,000 miles, what's your secret? Let's share the knowledge and help more drivers hit 500K and beyond.